Andrea Byron
That's right.
with the Navigate Foundation. And I'm a huge fan of the Navigate Foundation because of Chef Simone.
Yes, Chef
So
Simone
we're
Byron.
excited to have you on the show. This is our first interview with our mobile podcast studio at the Taste of Chamblee today.
Ah,
How did you get your start in culinary?
wow. So my start in culinary happened more than 15 years ago. I started off as a food writer, a journalist,
So I
getting
was going to jump into that in a minute, but go
yeah,
ahead.
that's how I started. I took a shot at my first article with the Atlanta Voice, where my husband was the editor. He wasn't my husband at the time, but he gave me a shot at food writing. I fell in love. If you can imagine, 15 years ago, it wasn't very popular. It wasn't Instagram friendly back
Yeah.
then.
Yeah.
So I was writing uh, basically in a newspaper. So every week I would publish my article. I would get to try different restaurants, get to talk to chefs. And it was right when Atlanta started being a true culinary city. So I feel like over the last 15 years, just the growth of the city has, it's beyond what I could ever imagine.
So you started out in the writing side, not really the chef side.
That's right.
So that's still cool.
I think I am one of the only staff on Navigate Foundation that is not a chef, a trained chef.
Well, they need the writers and the marketing and people like that,
That's right.
to bring all the chefs out to life.
That's right. And actually, funny story, before I started at the Navigate Foundation, alongside my writing career, I worked at the United Way of Greater Atlanta nonprofit
Ah, okay.
for 15 years. So, right alongside that, I was building my nonprofit career. My role at Navigate Foundation is Community Engagement Director.
So
So,
tell us a bit about some of the activities that you do as Navigate with the community.
oh, absolutely. So with Navigate as the community engagement director, I'm able to connect to all sorts of wonderful partners, especially those that have a touch or a skew towards culinary. We especially work with partners that are focused on workforce development. Because at the Navigate Foundation, our entire goal is to get young adults ready for the culinary industry and jobs in the culinary industry.
And that's so important because between culinary and hospitality hotels, we have a huge demand for employees,
Yes,
and you want the right person because all of it hospitality, all of it's customer
that's
service,
right.
guest experience, and you want that person that has that fire to provide the great experiences for all of our guests, whether they're dining or staying in a hotel.
You nailed it, James. It's that passion. That's absolutely what we look for. We look for that spark. Sometimes it's hard for young adults. We work with young adults ages 16 to 24. Sometimes it's hard for them to articulate what that is, but
Mhm.
we see it. It's that passion that when they consistently talk about being behind the stove, being in the kitchen, being front facing in hospitality, that's when we know that this is the right career for them.
Well, my middle kid now all of a sudden was talking when we were at breakfast one day about a restaurant concept. He likes to cook, but he doesn't want to be the one cooking.
Okay,
He
so
wants to
maybe he
be
wants
the
to
front of the
manage.
house and manage, and then have a chef cook in the back of the house. But you need that balance.
You do. I think it's especially important for the folks to see both sides so they
Mhm.
can understand what's happening in the back of the house. You can sell the front of the house a lot better, and vice versa. When you work in the front of the house and you know what's going on in the back, and when you're in the back and you know what's going on in the front of the house, it makes for a better experience.
So, can you talk a little bit about the chef's leadership, youth leadership conference?
Yes, so on October 30th, we are bringing folks, young adults from DeKalb County, out to participate in a day of leadership, professional development, an opportunity to hear from guest speakers all about culinary and hospitality. And our goal is really to connect them to where they can see themselves in the future and actually have tangible people that they can talk to for networking.
What I love about that is one, it's not been done.
Yes.
Two, we do need
Yeah.
those people. And then it's opportunity they can either go from high school straight to work or high school to a trade or to a 2 year or 4 year degree. So I think it's just a great opportunity for the first time. And I'm so excited to be partnering with Chef and with Navigate to do this event.
We are so excited and grateful for your partnership.
So tell us a little bit about how important culinary is basically to tourism.
Wow. So Culinary and tourism go hand in hand.
Yep.
One of the things that I do through food writing, through journalism, is when I travel, I'm always looking for what are the best restaurants? What are those restaurants that folks are talking about? What's new in the city? Who can I highlight that's doing great work that needs to be needs to have a light shined on them? So that's what I'm always looking for, and I feel that's becoming more and more popular. Of course, with Instagram, with a lot of food roundup articles, 38 best restaurants on Eater, essential restaurants. There's places that you can now go to find exactly that connection with culinary and tourism in whatever city that you're in.
You know, we're producing a documentary on Buford Highway.
Yes, we love
So
Buford
it's going to
Highway.
talk about how Buford Highway became the international corridor, how now it's still in the premier international dining and cultural part of the South.
Yes.
So we're very excited about that. And then, of course, we're going to be doing a documentary on Chef and Navigate. So sure, you'll be in that.
I'm sure I'll be in that. And we are so excited. One of our partners here at Taste of Chamblee is Talpa Supermercado. They had just opened one of the largest supermarkets near Buford Highway in La Plaza Fiesta. So we're
Okay.
very excited for them and also our partnership. So we're really bringing that ethnic spin, that connection, that cultural experience together. So it has been a wonderful partnership. Buford Highway is a gem for Atlanta. We are so lucky.
It
to
really
have that.
is.
We are so lucky. So I'm looking forward to your feature.
Yeah, the Chef's going to be a phenomenal thing we're starting. And the Buford Highway should be out with probably another month or so.
Oh yeah.
Because it was designed to be out, entering in all the international and domestic film competitions, plus to be used for marketing during FIFA for the world to come and experience our international culture of Buford Highway.
That's good to know. I did not know that.
Yep. So we're looking at actually breaking it down into more speaking engagements, and then maybe breaking it down into like shorter stories, and then using it. And then if we get into these international competitions, then we'll be out there promoting DeKalb, Buford Highway, and all internationally and domestically.
Wow, what a treat.
So you got a competition that I want to find out about. Taco, the
We
Navigate
do.
Taco.
We are doing a twisted taco competition right on the main stage from 5 o'clock to 6:30 today. So you can catch we have 6 interns that are competing, 3 teams, and they are all making their rendition of a taco and a side. So we'll have judges that are judging them not only on the taste, but also their creativity, their knife skills, and their engagement.
Wow.
So they are in for a treat.
5 to 6:30 today at
Yes.
Taste of Chamblee.
That's right.
Wow, it's interesting. So want everybody to come out.
Please come out. Please join us. Root for our interns. They are all working their way into careers in the culinary industry, and they're all working at Compass Group sites.
Nice.
So that is our partner with Navigate Foundation. Again, this is a great partnership. We appreciate the opportunity in working with Discover DeKalb. The Navigate Foundation is a nonprofit organization focused on empowering young adults with careers in the culinary industry. If you have an opportunity, please reach out. Again, I'm Andrea Byron with the Navigate Foundation.
And how do they find you?
Please find us on Instagram at Navigate Foundation.
And website?
NavigateFoundation.org.
Great. Well, thank you for being on our show. We really appreciate it.
Thank you, James. It's a pleasure.